All right, we're back talking about the Mets Game 1 loss last night to the Royals in Game 1 of the 2015, the 111th World Series of Baseball. Royals win 5-4 in 14 innings over the Mets. Now, you Met fans, you can't panic out there. I know you're not used to this, but it's going to be okay. You have a good team. You have good pitching. You have DeGrom going to... You have DeGrom going tomorrow against Cueto. Cueto has not been sharp. He only has a 4.50 ERA in Kansas City this year. That's better than his road ERA, which is horrible, but still, 4.50. This is not over. Just because the Royals won a ball game that you had a 3-1 lead, lost it. 4-3 with Familia, who's been lights out, lost it. What are you going to do? You had chances, you lost it. It happens. You lost a classic baseball game. It's better to lose a classic Game 1 of a World Series than a classic Game 7. So they still have they still have some work to do, but they are not dead. About Game 1, some points that I want to bring up. It's not Harvey's fault on that first pitch. I don't think it is. One of the outfielders has to catch that ball. Cespedes, Conforto, somebody has to catch that ball. However, and he was even asked on a radio show, Escobar said he was going to swing at the first pitch. And the scouting reports tell you Escobar always swings on the first pitch. He always does. So the solution is don't throw a fastball right down the middle first pitch. Harvey did that. He hit it, but it should have been caught by Cespedes or Conforto, and I love how Cespedes just doesn't take any of the blame. Conforto has to take it. One of the reasons why I would run, not walk away from Cespedes. Something about that guy I just don't like. Familia, he got beat. Familia got beat plain and simple. This is what the Royals do. They hit the ball. He got beat. You had the lead with one out. Familia's been great. Gordon beat him. Gordon beat Familia. There's nothing you can do about that. There's just nothing you can do. There's no, oh my God, the sky is falling. Familia's done. He's been unbelievable this playoffs. He made a bad pitch. What are you going to do? He got beat. Nobody's invincible. Mariano Rivera blew leads. The great Rivera. No one is invincible. Nice and Colon were fantastic last night, I thought. No blame towards them at all. I thought they did an admirable job. But it's the batters of the Mets that have to be held accountable here. You know, throughout the first 6 innings of Game 1, folks, Mets batters struck out. Let me see what we had here. Mets batters struck out 3 times. From innings 7 to 14, they struck out 12 times. That's almost 2 strikeouts per inning for Met batters. Only 3 strikeouts through the first 6. 12 strikeouts through innings 7 through 14. Wright, Cespedes, Duda, Darno, Kandier were a combined 6 for 28 with 12 strikeouts. That is the difference in the game. Not Harvey giving up a 3-1 lead. Not Familia getting beat by Gordon. Not the ball not being caught. It's that. 6 for 28 of those guys with 12 strikeouts. And they couldn't buy a hit off of Chris Young. In 3 innings, they couldn't buy a hit off of Chris Young. Really? Couldn't buy a hit off of Chris Young in 3 innings. And there is no way, I'm sorry, there is no way that Terry Collins should give Michael Cuddyer another at-bat this entire series. He brings nothing to the table. He only hurts it. You can't give Cuddyer another bat here. This entire World Series. For tonight, I'd have Lagares batting 9th in center field. Cespedes to left field, Conforto to DH. Looks like Terry will do that. That's what I would do. But again, you're not going to win ball games when Wright, Cespedes, Duda, Darno, Cuddyer go a combined 6 for 28 with 12 strikeouts. And when you need the Mets to put the ball in play the most, innings 7 through 14, they strike out 12 times. You know, it's easy to kill Harvey. And yeah, listen, Harvey wasn't fresh. And if Harvey wants to have this reputation of being the Dark Knight and owning New York, you have to be able to hold the lead. He didn't. And that's Harvey's fault. I'm not defending him. But you have to get some production from the offense, especially those guys. What is Cespedes here for? You know, this isn't the Atlanta Braves. UNS. Cespedes for the rest of us. This is not the Braves. This is not the Phillies. This is not the Nationals. This is the real deal here. If the heat's too hot, get out of the kitchen. But I think the Mets are fine with their pitching. I mean, their pitching, really, you cannot count them out. I think even if the Mets were ever to go down 3-0 in this series, which I don't think is going to happen, I still think they really do. You can't count them out until the Royals are celebrating on the field. You cannot count the Mets out with this pitching. But a tough one, a tough game, one loss. But don't panic if you're a Met fan. Please don't panic. You have nothing to worry about. DeGrom versus Cueto, and it's looking good. I'm going 7-1 Mets. 7-1 Mets. DeGrom cruises. Maybe goes 8. Give that bullpen a rest. Pitch Nice the 9th. We know Colon's not available.